الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد سيد الأولين والآخرين مدد يا رسول الله مدد يا سادة أصحاب مدد يا شيخ الدستور ولا شاء الله فاز أحسن شيخ محمد كان مدد طريقتنا الصحبة والخير في الجميع بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذا خاطبهم الجاهلون قالوا سلاما Sadakallah azim. Allah Azze ve Celle'nin bize yapacağımızı söyleyen bir.
This holy verse is a beautiful guidance by Allah Almighty to us in order to tell us and teach us how to behave.
Ayettir. Yani insanlar bir şey oldu mu ben kendimi müdafaa edeyim diye.
Whenever something happens, people feel obliged to defend themselves, to engage, and to respond to that attack.
Kötü söz duyduğumu ya başka bir insanlar aleyhine konuştuğumu.
So, for example, if somebody says something bad about you, or somebody says something to others about you, that person who is the victim of that assault then feels obliged to take action, to engage, and to defend himself.
Uğraşır ki şey yapayım, onu temizleyeyim, insanlar hakikati bilsin diye.
Because people will feel worried the moment somebody told something bad about you. They will want to defend themselves in order to make sure that people know the truth, in order to make sure that people do not have a wrong opinion or a wrong impression about a person. That is why they quickly engage and try to defend themselves.
Hiç gerekmez.
However, there's no need to defend yourself in these cases.
Cahil olan insanlara kulak asma.
Don't listen to ignorant people and to what they say.
Cahile mücadele etme, münakaşa etme.
Don't argue with ignorant people. Don't engage in any way with ignorant people.
Hiç orada olma diyor Allah Azze ve Celle.
Allah Almighty thus says, stay away and do not engage in any way with them.
Onlar anlamaz.
Because they do not understand.
Ya zaten niyetler kötü olduğu için.
And they don't have good intentions in what they say.
Onu ne kadar konuşsan, ne kadar ona münakaşa yapsan.
So there is no use in arguing with them, in discussing with them, in trying to bring forth the truth.
O kadar daha beter olur.
The more you argue with them, in fact, the worse things will become.
Onun için en güzeli hiç konuşmamak.
Therefore, the best you can do when somebody assaults you or spreads lies about you is to just stay away from them and to remain silent.
Orada olmamak.
And to not say a word and to not engage with those people in any way.
Hiçbir şey fayda etmez çünkü.
There is no use in arguing or discussing with them.
Sen sana havlayan bir köpeğe.
Just think of a dog that barks at you.
Sen de havlasan, istediğin akşama kadar havla.
What is the best way to respond to that? If you bark back to that dog, you may bark up until evening, but what will that change?
Ne olacak? Millet sana gülecek.
Nothing will change. All that will happen that people will laugh at you because you're barking back at a dog.
Millet sana ayıplayacak.
And people will blame you.
Hayvandır sen o. Sana havlıyor. Sen havlasan ne olacak?
And they will say to you, that dog is a dog and it's normal that dog barks. What's wrong with you? Why are you barking?
Kötü olacak. Havlamasa ne olacak?
So if you bark back, things will only get bad and worse.
İyi olacak. Odur.
But if you don't bark back, if you just stay away, remain silent, and do not engage, things will be good.
Mesela insanların anlamadığı şey bu.
Well, this is what people do not understand.
Boş boşuna kendilerine eziyet vermiş oluyorlar.
They fight back and they argue and they thus oppress and harm themselves.
Boş boşuna üzülmüş oluyorlar.
And by fighting back and discussing, they're harming, oppressing themselves and making themselves even more sad.
Halbuki bu duymadım, işitmedim. Allah biliyor ya.
Don't listen to what they say. Don't hear what they say. Just say, Allah knows everything.
Kul bilse ne olacak,
It doesn't matter what people think about me.
bilmese ne olacak.
It doesn't matter what the servants, the creatures think about me. What's important for me is what Allah Almighty thinks about me.
Kula hesap verecek halimiz yok.
We are not going to give account to humans.
Allah Azze ve Celle hesap verecek.
We are going to give account to Allah Almighty. And all that matters is that He knows.
Sana kötülük yapana muhakkak hesabını verecek.
And if somebody does something bad against you, he will be held accountable before Allah Almighty, and he will have to give account to Allah.
Allah indinde. Dünyada da Allah muhafaza etsin şerreden. Ama
And in this world, all we can do is to pray to be protected from the evil of such wrongdoers.
dünya olduğu için fitnedir, dünya halidir.
But as we live in this world, it is things like this happens, and conflict, fitna happen, and there's discord being spread. This is just the nature of how things are in this world.
Her türlü şey olabiliyor insanın.
And in this world, anything can happen,
Başına gelebiliyor.
and all kinds of calamities may befall a person.
Onun için Peygamber Efendimiz sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem her sözleri güzeldir.
Therefore, that do not let yourselves be influenced by those things, and look at what our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said. Everything he said is beautiful.
Bu sözler daha şeyde.
And the following words are particularly beautiful.
İnsan hangisi en kuvvetli insan diyor.
Our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, asked, who is the most powerful person?
İnsanları yenen, döven insan mıdır?
The one who beats up people, who defeats people?
Yok diyor, o değil.
No, it's not him.
Öfkesine hakim olan insandır.
The most powerful person is the person who overcomes, who controls his anger.
Öfkesine hakim olan insan her şeyden kuvvetlidir.
The one who controls his anger is more powerful than the others.
Öfkesine hakim olmayan istediği kadar kuvvetli olsun.
And the one who is unable to control his anger, maybe as powerful as he wants to be,
Onun kuvvetinin hiçbir hükmü yok.
that power has no validity or no meaning because he succumbs to his anger.
Çünkü şeytanın istediği şey senin üzülmen,
You must know that Shaitan is after you, and all Shaitan desires is to make you sad.
öfkelenmen, kavga etmen,
All Shaitan wants is to make you fight with each other and to argue with each other,
münakaşa etmen. Onun
to be in a fight and in a discussion with others.
istediği budur. Sen de bu şey yapınca
And don't give Shaitan a chance by engaging.
sana galip geliyor şeytan.
And when you engage and when you respond to those attacks, you must know that that is the moment when Shaitan actually is successful in making you fight back.
Kuvvetli dediğimiz gibi dünyanın kuvvetli adam olsan böyle öfkene hakim olmasan
And even if you were the most powerful person in this world, if you cannot resist Shaitan, if you fight back, then your power has no meaning.
zayıfsın. En zayıf insan olup da öfkesine hakim olan en kuvvetli insandır.
The most powerful is the one who is not influenced by those attacks and controls his anger, even though that person may the weakest person in this world, if that person can control his anger, he is the most powerful.
Allah muhafaza etsin.
May Allah Almighty protect us.
Şerlerden, insan şeytanlarından.
May Allah Almighty protect us from evil and from the wrongdoings and the badness of evil people and shaitan.
Şeytanlardan, iblislerden.
May Allah Almighty protect us from the shaitans, the devils, the iblis.
Allah muhafaza etsin. Fitnelerden muhafaza etsin.
And may Allah Almighty protect us from fitna, from discord and conflict.
Amin Allah tawfik. Al-Fatiha.